So, Griffin, you this is your fourth Ascend, you said.
That's correct.
And you've been in the business a long time. You started doing, I'm not calling you old. You started the business doing it the normal way everybody else does, and now you wake up every day fired up for the different stuff. I always think that there's a story behind everybody's. What was your why that you converted there?
I think that I justified it in my mind doing it the status quo way, because we did work with a lot of small groups. And we took a lot of small groups and we moved them into association health plans and different things that were still carrier-based, but you know the story, and you probably heard it from several people. You know, you lack the transparency, you don't get the data, you're a salesman for someone's product that you don't really get access to all what you need. So I think from a aha moment perspective, the main thing that really changed me was just constantly delivering something that I was basically ashamed of. And so we justified it with doing our associations because we controlled the P&L a little bit, but we still weren't doing anything to so-called manage the plan. You know, like our little tagline now has been, you know, are you shopping your insurance or are you managing your health care? And that's sort of that's our MO right now, is to make sure that you're doing it differently. So I think the aha moment was just stopping the crap. Like, let's stop doing what we're doing that's not having an effect, that is the same story year after year after year.
So converting that to now, okay, you've got clients doing it the different way, you've seen the results. What do you know that works? When you sit down in front of an employer, what do you know that works?
The thing I know works is education. Like, whether it takes you 6 weeks because their back's against the wall from a financial perspective, or if it's, you know, you've got many years to lead out, the more you walk them through the process. And I mean, heck, I still walk through the process every day as well. You know, we're still having to learn as we go. You know, you're building the plane while it's in the air, so to speak. But in reality, you know, the more educated you get and the more you know about certain circumstances, the more you deal with certain conditions, the more often you have these surgeries or different people in different, you know, scenarios, the more you manage that, the better you end up. And so I think, you know, the education piece would be like, I know it works. If you just sit down and listen, let's don't quote a spreadsheet. Let's just learn right now. And once you reach a certain level, you know, one of our better clients, first year we talked about the maximum exposure, you know, till links in. It's not going to happen. It's not going to be this. Year 2, dude never mentioned it. Like, it was a thing in the past. He goes, how much is my stop loss premium going up? I'm not concerned about what that claim stuff is. We'll work on that. How much is my actual stop loss premium going up? And that was the part he put as the negative. And that was just a year of him being over the top, staying on top of us, you know, making sure. So I think it's just teaching and educating and learning. If they learn, meaning the client, it goes in the right direction.
Awesome. So you're sitting in front of an employer, because not everyone's taking you up on this, right? You're having lots of conversations that don't lead to people, you know, going down a different road. But if you're sitting in front of an employer right now, what are you telling them?
I think at first you try to find out, hey, it's sort of a rhetorical question, but is what you're doing right now working? Answer's usually, you know, it's not completely broken, I'm unhappy with this, but hey, it is what it is. And I think that what's working is just talking through facts. You know, it's sort of like the quality thing. You know, we talk about the quality thing a lot when we're at events like this, but what it really is each person's story. Like, if you talk to a person who's got 4 family members and 3 friends, they've got maybe not a horror story, but they've got a story about the healthcare system. Whether it's someone dying when they weren't supposed to when they were young, or I don't know what happened, but it wasn't right, or a misdiagnosis, or someone going here. It's not as if you need big data to tell you those stories.
Right.
You only need to know a few people. And when you know a few people, you find out, whoa, this could have been done differently. So, I mean, I think what's working is just talking about what the other options are, explaining the bads. It's change. You're going to have, you know, something new. You're going to have problems that you didn't have yesterday. But if you talk to any of our clients that are in year 2 or 3, a totally different conversation than our clients that are in the first 60 days.
Yeah.
So it's a Band-Aid ripoff, but
for a good reason.
the more they learn, the better off you are.
Awesome. Well, man, thanks for doing what you're doing, and keep at it.
Good work, Mr. Morales.